Hi, I'm Glenn Cardwell. I get lots of questions about Milo. Many people think it's just cocoa and sugar, and that's far from the truth. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. But first, let's look at sugar because it's a very confusing area. A lot of people think that sugar is just cane sugar, which of course is sucrose. But sugar comes in other forms too, such as glucose, which you'll find in your blood, or fructose, which you'll find in fruit, or lactose, which you'll find in foods such as milk and yogurt. Okay, so they're naturally occurring sugars, but also you find sugar being added to food through food manufacturing, such as you might find in, say, confectionery. Well, the role of sugar is to add flavour to foods. We all enjoy foods that got a little bit of sugar added to them because we've all got a sweet tooth, so a little bit of sugar is no problem. Okay, but sugar also appears in our blood. It's the fuel for every thought we've ever had, every brilliant idea we've ever had. Every time you go for a walk your dog or bike ride, that's all been fueled by sugar. So sugar has an important role both inside our bodies and also through our food. You find sugar in a whole range of foods. You know sugar's in biscuits, in cakes, in pastries, it's in confectionery and it's in soft drinks. These are occasional foods, foods you don't have every day. You'll also find a whole range of natural foods such as fruit, such as root vegetables like carrots and beetroot. You'll also find it in milk and yogurt. These are everyday foods. So it's important that we find the balance between everyday foods and occasional foods, both of which contain sugar. If you're trying to lose weight, don't focus solely on sugar. You need to look at the whole health aspects of everything that you eat. There are people out there telling you to cut out sugar, and of course that means you're going to cut out fruits. You're going to cut out dairy foods, you're going to cut out root vegetables. When you do that, you cut out good sources of fibre, of antioxidants, of vitamin C, calcium, etc., etc. So don't focus solely on sugar. You need to look at the health properties of that food. Foods with sugar naturally occurring, such as milk and yogurt and fruit, are important parts of your diet. You can enjoy foods with a little bit of added sugar, not a problem. For example, breakfast cereal. There'll be some added sugar very likely in your breakfast cereal, but along with that comes a whole range of nutrients like B group vitamins, minerals like iron, you've got the fibre as well. This is a great start to the day. Another good example would be flavoured yogurt. Now, flavoured yogurt will have some added sugar. I don't see that as a problem because what you're getting also is protein and calcium, which are important nutrients for you. So choose foods which have a little bit of added sugar, but as long as they've got plenty of good nutrition going with them as an everyday food. On the nutrition information panel, you'll see the word carbohydrate. Underneath it is sugars. Now, the figure they give for sugars is not necessarily all added sugar. Let me give you a couple of examples. If you look at a carton of milk, there'll be listed sugars there. Now, all of that sugar is lactose, which is naturally occurring in milk. If you look at a breakfast cereal, you might see, let's say, 20 grams of sugars per 100 grams of breakfast cereal. Now, there's a very good chance that the majority of that sugar is in the form of dried fruit. Here I've got a glass of milk. It contains 10 essential nutrients such as protein, calcium and B2. It's a very nutritious drink. Here I've got some Milo. Now, Milo is made of malted barley, milk powder, sugar and cocoa, as well as 7 essential vitamins and minerals. Now, if I add 3 heaped teaspoons of Milo to milk, what I've done is enhance the nutritional value of this milk. It now has an extra 3 essential nutrients, iron, vitamin C and B1. It's boosted the protein content by 30% and it's boosted the calcium content by 70%. All that for less than 1 teaspoon of added sugar. This is now a very, very nutritious drink. What does all this mean? Never look at sugar in isolation. Always look at the nutritional company that it keeps, such as with Milo and milk. great for active kids, but you know what? Loved by adults too.
Nestle, good food, good life.